Hello, everybody. Once again, welcome to My American Life. My name is Rolando Alfaro. Thank you for joining me. So today, I'm going to talk about a couple things that have been going on. You know, we always talk about when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and when life gets hard, you need to knuckle down. Well, over the last month, I personally have experienced a couple of things. And I want to discuss that with you. I've experienced the loss of a couple of family members, very close family members. And it's been a rough thing. It's been hard, not just for me, but for my family in general. And that's what I want to talk about, because as we go through this, we're faced with a lot of emotions. We're faced with a lot of things that we may not think come to the surface. We have to think about things that we normally don't think are mortality. What's our what ifs? What if something happens to me? What if something happens to my wife, to my children, to my loved ones, to my parents? How am I going to react to that? And sometimes, it can be crippling. You just want to sit there, curl up into a little ball, and just let it all pass. But we can't do that. We don't have that luxury. So basically, what I've learned through this process is two things. One, we need to focus on keep moving forward. We have to keep going. We have to keep progressing. We have to keep moving, growing, changing. We can't stand still. If we stand still, we're not advancing. We're not moving forward. We're not getting to that next level. So that's the first thing. We got to keep going. We got to keep doing. We can't stop. Second is, we got to focus on the good. Because at this point in time, it's very easy to focus on things that are not good. To focus on the things that are going wrong, the bad things, the hurtful things. Somebody called me this, and at work that happened, and so what? That's life. That's never going to change. That is never going to change. Bad things will happen to us all the time. It's our job to rise above them and focus on what's good out there. Focus on the little things, the good little things. I was reading this book not too long ago. It's a really good book. I recommend it to you. As Make Your Bed by Admiral McRaven. And in this book, he goes into how simple things are what makes us. He starts off the book by saying that if you only do one thing in that day, and that thing should be fix your bed. How he learned that through Navy SEAL training, the first thing they did was make their bed in the morning. And they had to make their bed perfectly. If not, their supervisor, their drill sergeant, or whoever it was, would get them into trouble. But he knew that regardless of how that day went, if he had a great day, a bad day, a horrible, no good day, at least he came back to a perfectly made bed. And that is the point of this. That was the first one of the day for him. And he said that helps a lot. It's those small things that help us. What are we doing? What is our bed? Do we physically make our bed every morning and that sets us up for success? Or do we start off by reading a good book? Do we start off by meditating, doing exercise? What is it that we do? Let's find that and do that. Let's get out there and do that. I try to get up every morning and I try to read for half an hour of a good book, kind of like Make Your Bed by Admiral McRaven. This is not a plug-in. I'm not getting paid for that. This is just a great book that I read that I think, I should share with you. Not because, somebody's paying me or I'm endorsing anything. No, it's just a really good book. If you want to have things put into perspective. So, another thing is, about focusing about the positive is, a lot of negative happens in their lives. There's a lot of negative in this world. There's a yin and the yang. There's a balance. You can't have the bad without the good, or the good without the bad. Is that thing, that duality that we face in our lives. So keep that in mind. We're always going to have that. What do you want to focus on? I came across a cartoon the other day that made me smile. And it showed the panel had two holes dug. One of them was a guy, and he's just sitting there. He has his arms crossed, crying. And the other panel, they showed, another hole with a guy in it. But this guy is sitting there with a rock, hitting the wall, trying to dig his way out. So it's all about the perspective that we choose to have. If we get put into that hole, what are we going to do? Are we going to be the guy that's just sitting there with a tear in his eye? or we can be the guy with the rock, pounding away at the wall to see if we can get out. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all today. That, things in life happen and they're hard. We lose people that we love, mentors, great leaders, great family members. But let's honor their memory by doing right and doing better, not by curling up into a little ball and stopping. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate all of you. And until next time, have a great day and take care.